Hi, my name is Ayobami Presentation and welcome to my presentation. The purpose of this presentation is to align a sport organization, identifying key components of the sport administrative environment and the organizational structure and organizational culture of your selected organization. So my selected organization is the Football Federation Australia. In this presentation, we will be talking about the three-sector model and where the Football Federation Australia sits, the organizational structure, strategic management. Under strategic management, we look at what is the strategic management of the Football Federation Australia. We'll look at how they've used the strategic management in reference to their vision and mission. Then we'll go to the organizational structure. And then from the organizational structure, we'll look at the organizational culture. And from the organizational culture, we'll look at the relevant symptoms and how they relate it to match their vision. And then we'll summarize the key features of the Football Federation Australia. Let's get started. This three-sector model, as explained in by 2018, explained the three-sector model to us as three distinct but intertwined sectors, and they are not-for-profit, professional, and the public sector. And the public sector involves all government and specialist agencies that develop sport policies, providing funds to other sectors and support specialist roles such as the elite elite athlete development. The organization in focus that I've chosen for my presentation is the Football Federation Australia, and the FFA sits and the public sector because it is owned by the government and it controls elite athlete development. Let's continue. The organizational structure of the FFA as the board of director, it follows a matrix pattern. It has a board of director, the board of committee, and senior management team. If you look right here, the senior management team is in a matrix form. It has the committee, the director members, the FFA members, and external members. So with that, it follows a matrix system. And we'll move on to the strategic management that has been developed by the FFA. The FFA developed a document called the Whole of Football Plan with a vision of making football the largest and most popular sport in Australia. And let's say what is strategic management before we go on. The strategic management involves how an organization look at its current state in the sector they are in, determine achievable goals, and define appropriate strategies of using their asset to achieve those goals. So the FFA, looking at itself, has looked at football in Australia and developed this whole of football plan that will last from 2015 to 2035 for Australia to grow its sport, the sport of football. And the FFA developed the whole plan to achieve these goals, growing and improving football community, which is this particular one here in the middle, especially female participation, coach development, which is coaching, unified and integrated football administration, so that is the administration here, a national facility strategy, you see this facility here, improving refereeing standard and retaining our referees, that's refereeing here, establishing fan connection, and that's fan connection here, and the national team to show Australia diversity. That's the national team here. So this is what they've been able to, this is everything about the old plan, and this is what the FFA wants to achieve. And they have strategically built this plan called the Whole of Football Plan to achieve all these goals. Now, how have they moved? How have they used culture? Which culture have they adopted to achieve the goals we have mentioned before. First, let's talk about what is organizational culture. Organizational culture are norms, values held by organization which affect their activities and goals in the workplace. The FFA, the Football Federation Australia, in its annual review to 2019, shows that it has adopted four cultures, which are leading, participating, entertaining, and winning. For the sake of time, we'll just look at 2 out of these, just to show how they have used this culture to achieve the goals we have mentioned before. In leading in Australia, the FFA has shown leadership by inaugurating the new league working group, which is a group that was shared to make sure that the A League and other professional leagues are separated from the FFA. This was necessary because the football in Australia needs a new model of organization, and the FFA, through imbibing the culture of leadership, of leading, have inaugurated this working group, which has now helped in the separation of the A League, the W League, and other professional league from the FFA. These leagues are now standing on their own. The FFA has also led in successfully negotiating the participation of the soccer rules in the 2020 Copa America, which was good for fans. It helped in fan connection. It helped improve the administration. It also helped in seeing our national team participating in this wonderful tournament. Another thing is the FFA has, through its leading culture, has also taken another thing by advocating to the government to change the status of footballers on skilled occupation list for temporary skill short visa. This has helped a lot of A-League clubs to bring in players from abroad, which has helped in fan connection. Let's look at participating. Imbibing the culture of participating, the A-League has used one of the maiden stars of the game, since Sam Kerr here, as an ambassador, partnering with the Audi Mini Rules to encourage female participation in the sport. As you can see, one of their goals about building the football community was to encourage female participation, and they are using one of the stars. That's a symptom. They're using one of the stars to achieve these goals. Another thing is using the Audi Mini Rules participation as match day mascot for the A-League. So most of our young lads that are just growing their interest in the sport are taking to even the professional level to see how it looks like, so that they can dream about it. This is also helping in growing the football community, which is one of the plan of the FFA. And to also grow the female participation in the sport, they have introduced programs such as the Rebel Female Football Week, which is celebrating female achievement in the sport. You can see that with all these things that the FFA have been able to do, just by imbibing the culture of participating, they've been able to grow the sport and grow the football community. From what we've seen, the key features of this organization, as you can see, are the way the board and management is structured, which has now led to them being able to bring a vision to football as a whole in Australia by developing the whole of football plan. In the whole of football plan, this has goals such as growing the football community, players development, a national team, the administration, growing our competitions such as the A-League and the W League, improving our referee standard and our facilities, improving coaching, and all in all, improving the football community. as you can see, that this plan has now led to us being able to focus on these goals, which is good for the sport. And from the annual review that was released in 2019, we can see the different things that have been done in achieving some and part of these goals, and it still continues. Thank you for listening. I appreciate your time. Stay blessed.